We said it's amazing. It's already coming.
Here it is.
August 11th. Man, it's right there.
All right, Brett, how's the week looking here? Much the same?
Yeah, we're actually going to get hotter, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first we get windier, then we get hotter. Yeah, it's definitely not what we want to hear with the summer we've had so far. Again, today it was a nice day. I know the smoke and everything that we're dealing with in parts of the state, and obviously the fires are not nice. But you know, if you can remove yourself from that and you can get outside, you can see around Bountiful just a beautiful sunset. And temperatures about average for this time of year. So overall, as far as the weather pattern is concerned, we're right where we should be at this time of year. Of course, it's just the prolonged dry weather that we've had and the persistent winds that we've been dealing with. Those came down a little bit today. They're coming back tomorrow. 81 degrees currently here in Salt Lake. Winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour. So here's what's going to happen as we get into tomorrow that will be the big change. High pressures to our south. That's not going to change very much tomorrow. What's changing is this low pressure is moving to the northeast and is just going to graze by the state. And if you look at some of these mid-level winds, you can already see a shift in these through the central part of the state, coming out of the southwest and getting a little bit stronger. As that low moves over the state, we're going to see more of that flow, and it's going to strengthen. And then as we get the daytime heating, those winds translate down to the surface, and we start to feel the stronger winds. With those stronger winds, you can see practically the entire state is under a red flag warning tomorrow. So temperatures will be hotter because of the southwest winds, and then also the winds will be much stronger than they were today. And that's the reason for the red flag warning that's in effect. Now, we did have another couple storms that tried to pop around northwest Utah again this afternoon. They were not as strong as yesterday's. They didn't kick up the winds we saw last night and yesterday afternoon. And those will continue to dissipate and move to the northeast, and so they really won't have any kind of impact tonight or tomorrow. As you look at our temperatures outside right now, low 80s along the Wasatch Front, mid 70s in Provo, upper 70s in Price. We're near 90 in Moab, and we are at 90 degrees currently in St. George. So when we talk about the winds and what we're going to see tomorrow, right now, we just still have a little bit of a breezy condition, if you will, here in the western part of the state. Now, you can see these are wind gusts. These aren't sustained winds. But watch what happens later on tonight. Everything dies down, and then look at what happens tomorrow. Now, again, these aren't sustained winds. Sustains will be in the 15 to 20 mile per hour range, but we will get those gusts up around 35 miles an hour. You can see throughout much of southwest, central, and parts of northern Utah as well during the afternoon hours. And then by tomorrow evening, again, they will die down. But during those afternoon hours, we'll get those strong gusty winds. Temperatures are going to bump up by a few degrees across the state. You can see mid upper 90s through central Utah, 102 in Green River. You look down towards southern Utah. I mean, everything else stays the same. We're going to have sunshine. It'll be dry. We're just going to add those stronger winds into the forecast. So 100 in Moab, 104 in St. George. 7-day forecast shows that we warm up towards the middle part of the week. It gets hot, 108 by Thursday, slightly cooler as we head into the weekend. For northern Utah, again, plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures well into the 90s for northern Utah and the surrounding areas, upper 90s here along the Wasatch Front. And again, you can expect those winds to really start kicking up in the afternoon hours, about 97 in Salt Lake. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Again, so we're 97 tomorrow. We cool down slightly on Tuesday, still some breezy conditions. And then it's the middle part of the week again where we see temperatures flirting with 100. Sound familiar? It's kind of, you know, same sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
A little bit cooler maybe by next weekend, upper 80s, low 90s.
But yeah, there's a clear theme going on this summer.
I know, right?
Okay.
Same pattern.
Thank you.
You bet.